Good evening, you're watching the Daily News Bulletin. I'm Navya Singh. Let's see what's making the headlines today. Let's begin with the COVID-19 updates first. India has now surpassed Russia to become the third worst hit nation due to COVID-19. What's worrying is the death rate in India. In terms of the deaths reported due to COVID-19 from across the world, India stands at the 8th position in the list of nations worldwide. However, in terms of the death rate, the numbers in India have exceeded any other country's numbers. On 30th of June, ladies and gentlemen, the death toll in India due to COVID-19 touched 16,900. However, this number spiked to 19,600 on 6th of July. This marks a growth rate of 2.6% as against the global average of 0.9% during the same period. Shifting focus to the India-China standoff, China has said that both the armies held core commander level talks and will continue with the talks to de-escalate tensions along the line of actual control. China has also said that steps are being taken to disengage and de-escalate along the LAC. As per some media reports, China has also removed its structures and tents from the patrolling point 14. This is the same site, ladies and gentlemen, where the bloody clash broke out on the 9th to 15th of June between the Indian Army and the Chinese Army troops. Now this one's from Madhya Pradesh, ladies and gentlemen, extremely shocking and outrageous. A COVID-19 positive patient's body was found lying unattended on the pavement outside a hospital. Now this took place after a tragic to and fro between the hospitals in an ambulance. The patient's son has alleged that his father was very much alive while he was in the ambulance. CCTV footages show two ambulance workers coming out of an ambulance, pulling the body out on a stretcher and placing it on the pavement and driving off. Now this patient, ladies and gentlemen, was initially admitted to People's Hospital in Bhopal, and after he tested positive for COVID-19, he was being transferred to Chirayu Hospital in Bhopal, which is the city's nodal center for COVID-19. In another major news, the United States government has said that unless the foreign students in the country shift to a course that requires in-person tuition, they will not be allowed to stay in the country during this autumn if their university has completely shifted to online classes. Now, this move by the United States government comes amid the COVID-19 crisis, and it is still not clear how many students will be affected due to this new regulations. What's also mentioned in the regulation is that any student who does not comply with the new rules could also be deported. Shifting focus to the national capital, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who's representing the Delhi police in the Jamia violence case, the protests that took place in the Jamia Millia Islamia University last year in December against the Citizenship Amendment Act. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has said that any comments or allegations made against the Union Home Minister is irresponsible and should not be tolerated. He also said that nobody should malign constitutional authorities like this. The Solicitor General also turned down a few pleadings filed by one of the petitioners, Nabila Hassan, who is alleged police brutality on several Jamia students and residents. He not just turned the pleadings down, but also called them irresponsible and baseless. That's all for today. I'll be back with some more important news tomorrow. Thanks for watching.